Welcome to Easy English by Eddie Singh. Children, today we are going to explore another social issue, role of electronic media in the present scenario. Well, children, when we talk about role of electronic media, it really assumes greater significance in our day-to-day life. As you know that modern era is an era of science and technology, and electronic media plays a very important role in the democratic processes. We can say that media works as a mirror of the society. They are the means to focus the working of the government. Electronic media, particularly television, cell phone, internet, they are working as a very forceful means of communicating ideas to the people of the world. Through these, means, we are able to understand what the work is being done and how the government is functioning. Then you will ask the question, sir, what should be the role of electronic media in the present scenario? Of course, you will ask question, definitely. Yes, Rishi, you will definitely ask the question, what should be the role of electronic media in the present scenario? Yes,
Yes, sir.
the role of the electronic media in the present scenario will be just like, the role of a guardian for the democracy. Media should work impartially and without being biased. It should neither speak prejudice ideas, nor it should criticize the people unnecessarily. It should highlight the truth only. The role of electronic media is to bring to the notice of the people what is good and what is bad in this society. It should highlight what injustice is being done against the poor people of the society and what are the demerits of the government. It should work as a guideline to the governance. It should work as a means of rectification for the democracy. It should also, voice concern against any kind of injustice being done to the people of the country. It is well known that democracy is a government of the people, for the people and by the people. Therefore, electronic media should also work for the people, and it should represent the people, and it should always work in the interest of the people. Nowadays, there have been a number of incidents in our country where electronic media have become biased. It, instead of showing the reality, it sometimes becomes prejudiced or takes the favor of the government. Some of the government in the power, they hire the media and they ask them to highlight their work. On the grassroots level, the government is not working so hard. On the grassroots level, the scenario is different, but the media is being hired by some of the powerful people in the power, those who are in the government, present government, and therefore, even if the fairness is not being seen on the grassroots level, the electronic media highlights some of the things which are not real. And this makes us confused. So, the role of the electronic media should be just like a mirror. It should show what is the reality. It should explore what is good for the society. Of course, some of the channels, some of the television channels have been working impartially and bringing the cases of injustice being done to the people to light. It is also highlighting some of the developments of the government, some of the achievement of the government. It is showing the people some of the things which are to be shown. Then only democracy can function properly. In the recent days, electronic media has become a subject of criticism. There have been a lot of criticism against some of the television channels for discussing something which is not to be discussed. sometimes they highlight some unnecessary things. For example, if there have been one or two cases of violence against women, they highlight it, exaggerating the points in front of the people, and prejudicing the opinion of the entire country. This is quite detrimental to the growth of the democracy. So the media should keep in mind how much it should be highlighted, to what extent a matter is to be shown, and to what extent it should be hidden. Of course, the truth should not be hidden. When there is a case of judicial matter, when there is a case of injustice being done to the poor people, of course all the channels, irrespective of their status, they should come forward and they should show the reality to the people, so that it will be brought to the notice of the government. Definitely the media works as a mirror of the society. So the task of the electronic media and all other print media is to bring to the notice of the people and the government the reality about the happenings, the reality about the governance, the achievement of the government, and the drawbacks of the government. Then only there will be fairness in the governance. And for that purpose, it is important that the media should be made completely independent. There should be no, any kind of imposition on the freedom of the media. Of course, in our country, there has been freedom of expression, and all the electronic media under the guidelines of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, they have been given 100% freedom to bring to light the reality of the things happening in the society. So there is nothing like imposing on them any kind of restriction. When they are free, 100% free to express the facts, then they should never be biased. They should never be, partial. They should always be impartial. Then only justice can be brought to the poor people. There have been a number of cases where the things shown by the electronic media have been totally under the censorship. They have highlighted something which is not to be highlighted, and they have concealed something which is not to be concealed. So the role of the electronic media must be defined. The government must define what should be their proper role. And even when they have been given 100% freedom by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, there should be some sort of censorship, that they should not highlight some of the things which can be detrimental to the growth of the harmony in the society. Some of the cases of riot, caste war, they are always exaggerating this caste war, things happening against religions. This is not to be done by the electronic media. If something happens, they should not highlight on the basis of caste and creed and religion. Rather, they should show the fact. So just to increase the TRP, they are just involving some of the caste intentionally and deliberately, and that really becomes a poison to the public and to the people, and the people start fighting in the name of religion. So instead of integrating the thoughts and ideas of the Indian people, instead of bringing the solidarity intact, they are trying to break the thread of national harmony. They are creating confusion among the people in the name of caste, creed and religion. There have been cases, no doubt, which are to be condemned. Everybody condemns any case of violence, whether it is being done to any particular community. But always showing the things on the basis of caste and community, on the basis of religion, the electronic media has not been doing fairly the good job. They have been trying to pollute the mind of the innocent people and trying to create some kind of favor and increase their TRP. So that should not be the role of electronic media. In my opinion, they should be fair, they should be impartial, and they should be judicious. Judicious, they should judge the situation, what to do and how to do. Then only our democracy can be strengthened, our people can be strengthened, and our country can progress by leaps and bounds. So let the electronic media completely judge the situation and show the right things and the appropriate things. And most importantly, they should never conceal the fact, and they should never be biased. then only they can really work as a mirror of the democracy, as a guardian of the democracy, and they can help bring changes in the society. They can help strengthen the democratic values of the people, and then only people can live in peace and prosperity. Thank you.